Hello, all of my friends. Thank you so much for coming to my painting here with this pretty soft dogwood flower. Decide to use a pink one because this is very simple, and so the tutorial is very quick. You can get a line drawing from Etsy, and I'll of course put the link to my Etsy account for $1.50 for just the line drawing, not the finished painting, so it can get you started. And I think for this one it is important to get it because of the perspective and the delicate, flowers and area. And so, and if you guys also wanted to know, I know a lot of you guys are so good to me. You didn't leave the channel, you haven't seen me post for over a month, and you know that I'm sick. I think you guys can guess it, and so I will talk about that as you paint along with me. I think when we start doing the branch, that's when I start telling you guys about what I've been struggling, okay, health-wise, and so many appointments and many things I need to go and do and help myself, and that's fine. We're fighters, we can do this. And so I'm so grateful for all of you, for all of your support. Some of you asked me and I answered on the comments, and so we will just talk about it. But here's the description. And so very little color: magenta, quin, violet, dioxazine purple, and the green mix, and sepia. And this is one painting that I did a long time ago. A long time ago when I was so I bring this out because it was easy, and then I can get you guys something before I have my surgery. And so I'm very happy that this went so well, so you guys will have a really good time painting along with me. And please do. And we chat, and too bad it's one-way chat, but you guys are always welcome to give me comment. Oh, and I wanted to tell you that these two brushes that are $6.99 on Amazon, which I will put a link. This is the one almost this whole brush, this one did the whole painting. And so now they have figured it out. I think they have some inventory now. They build it up and they ship it a lot faster. So I have all the extra one. Where are my extra? Oh, I can't see them, but I've ordered extra one so that I can maybe give it to my daughter, or a friend who want to come over and learn. But they are very good. This can perform a lot of the zero brush can do, because you guys wanted me to go find out if there's a zero brush that you don't have to pay $10 Oriental Art Supply. So I do that. And I think this is if you have Prime, then you can get this and two together for $6.99. So I don't get any commission from them, but I am an Amazon affiliate, and so I think this is really great. So click on my link and go take a look, and they actually have inventory now. I actually order extra myself, and I'm very excited. And this is a very nice, and we talk about dogwood in New Jersey and how this plant give me allergy. I don't think just this plant, I think it's the combination of everything. Let me sign my name over here. And but it is a fun painting, so I can say hi, I can tell you what's happening. I love my channel and I love you guys, and so grateful that you are here. And so get the line drawing and try to paint along with me. And I have so many things that I have during my time period of not being able to sleep at night. I get up and trying to make composition in my head, and I've done a lot, and so that was good. So we have a lot of flowers and birds and things that we can try together, okay? And so I will stop talking so much, and very grateful you are here, and we will get started. Okay, let's get started. I have my paint all around me. I am going to use this blue purple, the dioxazine, and this quin violet that I have for a long time, and just trying to get it wet. But at first we're gonna start with our nice brush, and I think I'll talk about it in the intro. These people are doing better. They are delivering faster, and they have more stocks now. I'm so proud of them, because I told you that I have contacted them, and they are now. This is magenta on the tip of my brush, and I know that the pencil line seems very dark, but it is very faint on my paper, so that would be good, whatever you can see. Okay, and I've told you we're gonna lay down some magenta on it. Okay, and that's our first layer. Oh, it's so nice to be back and painting with you guys. You don't know how I felt, how happy I feel this moment. Okay, so we're gonna just lay down some magenta, kind of light wash because that's just the base color, and we're gonna pull the color out. Okay, with a clean brush, just kind of pull this pink magenta color out a little bit, out onto the petal of the dogwood. Yeah, and so these people, I've contacted them, and you know, I guess they are just taking, you know, they need time to get there and pick up a little bit more magenta and start doing on this side, because this is a little wet, so we'll just let it be over here. And so now I think they have more stock, and I have order extra, and so I will put a link, of course. I'm an Amazon affiliate, but I don't know these people. Like, I try to contact them and see if they will put some more stock. Okay, those are magenta, and then we clean the brush, dry it, and then just scrub this around so that it's not as stark. You know, kind of soften the magenta color. Okay. I wanted to do a pink dogwood, and someday we will do what do we call that? We will do a darker, no, actually a white dogwood. Okay, and I'm going to do this petal over here. The same thing with a clean brush. Go dip for some magenta. Okay, we're just gonna do the magenta color first, and then, you know, it looked like we're doing an outline, but we're not really. You know, we're just laying on the color over here, and then we will come in and clean the brush, wipe it clean, and then soften the color over here. Okay. And this is just our first layer. We're just gonna, you know, don't worry as much, just have some fun. And then over here, the middle part. Okay, let me see, where is that flower? This petal actually go here, go all the way over here. Make sure I get the perspective right, because sometimes with, you know, that many lines, you kind of lost track of which one is which, right? I like to, you know, sometimes I put the direction of the veins also. And we will do the same thing. Come in here with a clean brush and soften the edge and the color. Okay. And if the line go away, it doesn't matter. We're gonna come in and finish that up. Okay, let's do this bigger petal over here right now. Yeah, so I would recommend that if you guys really need some really fine line brush. Okay, let's put this line over here. That is for that petal over there, and then this petal start right there. Because I really think that this is, you know, to me, I just love it so much. So it's been a few months, right, that we've been trying this, and it's just a very, very nice, very fine line. It's almost very, very hard for us to destroy the point. It might just kind of fray, you know, like when you're painting, but then it will, when you dip it clean, then it will go back into a point. Very nice. As good as the zero brush from Oriental Art Supply. However, this one hold a little bit more paint on that belly area, so that it doesn't run out of paint as fast as the zero brush. But the tip are so fine that, you know, I'm sure that if we wanted to do some finer, real fine line, then sometime we probably need the zero brush. But, you know, for now, this one, you know, I look for it because you guys have, some of you have asked me to go look, and so, and I was we were very, very lucky. I always call we because we do this together, and we got this very nicely, you know, run into this, you know, soften this area right here. Okay, just, you know, use a clean brush and kind of soften it. We do it together, of course. You know, when I try things, I try it sometime for me, and a lot of the time for you guys, but it doesn't really matter, because if we find something fun, then we all can enjoy it together. Okay, and so, okay, just get this a little bit of pink, this magenta color. This magenta is Daniel Smith. I use it in a lot of flowers because I think magenta is a very natural color that you know, in the plant kingdom, the flowers just, you know, a lot of the base pink color is the magenta color, so I like to use that a lot. Just kind of follow their true nature, right, and the color, and that's nice for me. It's easy, and to not have to you know, mix color, just use one of the primary color. And I know a lot of artists use the magenta as their primary color too. Such a pleasant, I'll put a shadow right here if I remember, okay, when we get to it. Okay, and we'll just soften that area just a little bit with a clean brush. Okay, now let's let the flower dry a little bit. We can do this since we have the magenta. With dipping on the magenta, we'll let this do this little bud, okay? And we do want the shape to be roundish, you know, instead of flat. But now we're just doing the first layer. We are fine. Actually, maybe we'll just finish this in one shot. This little bud here, okay? And so now this is kind of damp. And while it's damp, you know, I'm just gonna let this color fade out, okay? Fade out over here in order for us to make this a little bit more of a roundish color. We're gonna come over here and drop in some quinacridone magenta, also from Daniel Smith, okay? And we use this as the highlight, and this is the shadow, and so we push that area back. And then before it's totally dry, before it's totally done, we will put in that dioxazine purple that I showed you a little bit earlier, just a tiny bit, okay? And to intensify this darker area of the flower, okay? And that make the flower more like a cup shape. Maybe I want to put a little bit more magenta color over here, and I can do that. And then give this area kind of white to be the highlight, okay? And then I might take the dioxazine purple and just kind of draw, if I may say it, just kind of draw, you know, little bud shape. Isn't that pretty? And so that one is done. We don't, you know, hardly need to touch that. And so, and we're still letting this. And so let's do this leaf and this leaf over here. This one over here and this one over here. Now, the reason why we were doing the dogwood, and as you guys know, this is my green mix, okay? I'm going to use the prylene green and some of the sap green and the cadmium yellow light, and to, you know, work the, maybe a little bit of the indigo, okay? And then I'll, you know, of course, I'll tell you as I go, and just put the paint over here. Now, what I'm actually following is this, that I did, maybe, oh my gosh, 16 years ago. You know, I designed that dogwood to sell on Etsy because my daughter, when she went on her mission, she wanted me to do that, to have something to do. And so we opened an Etsy account, and this is prylene green, okay? I'm having a wash. This is the vein of the prylene green, okay? Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is dip a little bit more of the prylene color and darken this area just a little bit that is closest to the petal, okay? Okay, you see that? That's kind of gentle, not a lot of paint, okay? And I'm going to let your eye fill out this area actually right here. And then I'm going to get some cadmium yellow light and just put some lighter color over there. Yeah, and so I designed this to, you know, make cards and sell on Etsy. And, you know, I will tell you what's happening to me, because I'm sure you guys are wondering, you know, what happened to me. And you guys, some of you probably know, because in my last video I talk about I'm doing a lot of tests. Okay, now that's just some prylene green. Okay, that's very pretty, and the leaf is done, but I'm going to dip some indigo color and put it over here. And what does that do is that give you an illusion that the leaf has turned on this area right here. Okay, doesn't that, you know, isn't that pretty? And I'll put some prylene green on that indigo area, and just to make it a little bit more, you know, instead of just green, instead of just blue, indigo blue green, then it has a little bit more prylene green. And that's it for that. Okay, and so let's do should we do this leaf here? Yeah, let's do that. So I decided to do something. Initially I was going to do the Healy burrow, and I was practicing that, and then suddenly I remembered this, and I say, you know, if I want to push something out fast before my surgery, then I would, you know, this would be the perfect one, because this one is very fast and easy. Really, I think it's really fast. Okay, so that's some prylene green, following the shape that the line drawing, of course, is going to be on Etsy. Okay, and so you see that I'm pushing down on the brush. Okay, that's just to spread the color out. You know, very light and easy. We're not like trying to, you know, paint a detailed leaf. We just want a leaf, of course, so that we have the color and we have the outline, and so, you know, you guys know that this is the leaf. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with some sap green, and then just kind of make this darker part more greenish, and to make that consistent I will need to put some sap green on here too. Okay, and so, you know, I just wanted to bring out one of my old design, very, very old. And, you know, I had that, okay, and so let's do a greenish stem over here. I have that on Pinterest for a long time, and a lot of people have saved it. And, okay, so very, very, you can see how good this brush is, right? It can give a very, very thin line, as, you know, as light, you know, if you just try to just use the very tip, then you can do that. Let's put some yellow in here just to be consistent between the two. Okay, and then we connected that, and that's all. You know, so this is gonna be really, you know, fun and fast. You know, now let's go on. Okay, let's do this leaf first. This leaf over here. So the same color, dip some prylene green. You know, so this is the vein. Okay, so the leaf is coming from that area towards us, and then we're gonna paint that. Okay, and then you know, use a clean brush, just kind of soften that area and drop in a little bit of sap green over there. Okay, is that look like that's enough? Yeah, well, should we just call that enough? Yeah, let's just call that enough. Okay, and then I kind of wanted the base of the flower over here, so let's do that also right now, since we're working with the green. Okay, the base of the flower is kind of green. You know, I actually saw dogwood in when I was in New Jersey, Princeton Township. You know, they have, oh my goodness, the dogwood flower were, okay, prylene green, the dogwood color flower were so many in the, well, they're summer bloomer. They bloom all summer long, and so they were on the tree, and we, you know, we used the dogwood tree to give us shade when we have picnics and such, you know, friends and just family sometimes, you know, and okay, just a little drop of sap green on there, and that's the base that support the flower. Oh, and the dogwood are just so, okay, now back to some prylene green. So pretty and beautiful. But I have a lot of allergy because there's just, you know, is New Jersey the Garden State? It's sure it's the Garden State to me. I'm not sure. Wow, I had so much allergy, but I, you know, despite that, now that's just an illusion of a leaf behind that. Okay, I just want some kind of a little bit more green, okay? And so this time, at this point, we're just gonna let this area kind of dry, and we're gonna pick up a very old, frayed, but stiffer kind of brush that I have here, and I'm going to use that and dip that on the, clean that out, dip that on the sepia ink, and do the little branch, okay? So this is kind of like a sprig of the dogwood. A sprig of the dogwood plants, okay? And so I'm going to start from over here, okay? Because that's my design. Now, but you know, we can do this in segment. Oh, sorry. You can see that it is very, very dry, okay? Because these small brushes, they don't have a very big belly. This belly that I'm talking about, okay? So they can't really pick up a lot of pigment. Now, I'm going to clean it up and just use the wet. Okay, there's no pigment on it, and just rub it against my pigmented area, okay? And so to create that, just to pull that color out, because it's being stubborn and it won't move. When I was practicing, it was moving a little bit better, but I don't want this sepia to be very intense anyway, so that's kind of good if it doesn't want to pick up the sepia. And being a little bit stubborn, and I'll work with it. And you can always know I don't really quite like, but I don't really quite like synthetic brush, but I wanted the branch to be very, very thin, a little bit, even though it's thin, a little bit thicker than this, okay? And so you're gonna see me come here and scrub it out, okay? A little bit, yeah, about that thick. Okay, and then I want a little knot to come up here. You know, just the stick, you know, sticks are not perfect, right? So they have little things sticking out, and, you know, just to portray the true characteristic of sticks. Yeah, and so the dogwood plants are very, very prolific, and I just like it. I just love it. I love New Jersey. I love the plants. I love the, you know, I can go on. You go out of my husband's apartment, you know, and we would, I would, you know, go on a walk while he watched the baby sometimes, and I would just go on a long time without seeing the sun, you know, because I hate a sunscreen, but I do put them on, but I just, you know, prefer to be safe, you know, and stay in the shade. And you can stay in the shade a long time in New Jersey. Okay, so now you can see that this little area is darker, okay, and this is lighter. So to, you know, we still don't want to forget the art, right? Forget that it's a stick is a cylinder. We don't want it to be a flat rectangle, okay? Okay, so now I'm gonna continue to do the branch and then talk to you guys about a little bit about what happened to me. Yes, I have breast cancer, and it was a couple months, you know, they find that around the end of December. So in the month of December, I was called back, you know, a lot. And I told you guys that I know that there's something wrong. And until I know truly, you know, that I have it, then I don't want to talk, you know, I mean, that would be kind of silly. And so they find out, okay, clean the brush and soften this side, okay? So it's more cylinder-like. And it has not spread, but by the time this video is out, I would have my surgery. I find a very good surgeon, and the cancer itself is quite aggressive. They have classified it as grade 8 or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And the cancer wanted to get out of the confined area, and so they wanted to, you know, they've tried to fit me in as fast as they can. And so now today is February something, so it's kind of nervous. They say that when they go in there, they will look around and make sure. So if there's nothing else than what they have seen, then I would only go for radiation after this. And so, but if they see something, then I might have to go chemotherapy. And so you guys pray for me, okay? That I don't need to go for chemotherapy. And that's very sad for me. You know, when I asked the oncologist, he said it's just a chance thing. But, you know, of course, we can't help ourselves. I went to, okay, there's a branch that going here. and that's my design, so I wanted to do that. And not a branch, it's you know, the sprig, the stick. I got a little sepia onto my leaf, and we'll just scrub it out, okay? Don't worry. And so, and that's the thing, I'm, you know, so radiation for sure after the surgery, and then if there's nothing else, then I would be just be healing. And that's what I am hoping for and praying for. And I have been, you know, I know that Heavenly Father has been with me. My Savior has been with me too. And I do feel peace. And so I would, you know, I just ask for people's prayer. Lots of nice people in my church has bring me food and, you know, encouragement, flowers and whatnot. But it has been very hard. And I know that you guys are wondering, okay, so that's the sprig that's there, okay? And, you know, I was deciding if I wanted to, but let's do it, okay? If I wanted to, from this leaf over here, I'm going to have a little leaf coming out, okay? I mean, little branch coming out that's kind of connecting to that. Because well, I wanted to do that. Okay, so that is the branch is done. Isn't that fun? It's not that hard. And if you feel that it's too sharp, then you can always, you know, just come in and soften it with some water. You know, because sepia, watercolor, it can actually be spread out quite easy. So I'm using a very simple design that I once had, and it's bringing so much memory and fun. So let's go back to this brush, okay? And now we're going to go dip a clean one in the quinacridone purple, just a little bit of quinacridone purple. And what I'm going to do is in this petal of this main flower, I have a little folding action coming here, okay? And so I decided to use the purple to portray the folding part so that your eye can see the difference, okay? So it has a little fold. It's kind of cute. That's my design, and I like that, and I will drop a little bit of magenta on it, okay? Now let's do this part that are the characteristic of the little notch of the dogwood, okay? And I actually put out practice on Instagram, and so I want you know, if you guys follow me on Instagram too, because I wanted okay, so this is quinacridone magenta, quinacridone magenta. I'm putting some now that will darken this notch area and push this notch area a little bit back, okay? Now we're following the vein over here, okay? And so now is when the vein are showing up. So we want to draw some pretty vein, not a lot, just a suggestion here and there, okay? A little vein coming out, and a little bit over here. And that's enough. And I just throw my brush on the table. And then I have a clean brush. I clean it, I dip it, clean it, and then I smudge that out, okay? And to make this dark color even a little more intense, I use dioxazine purple. It's the blue purple. And push this and just drop a little bit right here and there, okay? So what that does is, and a little bit on the vein too, and just push that back just a little, okay? Push this area back just a little. And that make the flower so much richer, right? Instead of just the magenta color, okay? So let's go around it and do that, okay? So back to quinacridone magenta, because this is the color that is away from the sun, and so we wanted this to have a little bit more strong color, okay? A little bit more darker color, okay? Isn't that pretty? And then we still wanted to soften that, okay? Magenta and quinacridone violet and dioxazine purple, they just mix very, very well. Okay, now dioxazine purple right here is pushing that area into the middle of the flower. And so you can compare this petal with this petal, you can see how rich that is, okay? And let's do the same thing with the notch on the second petal over here, okay? Okay, magenta now, okay, quinacridone magenta. Wow, today the color is dry. They're not, the brushes are not picking up the color very well, but that's okay. I will work hard to bring you the color. Okay, the vein, okay, over here. And so I'm gonna put a couple more. Oh, wow, I actually dropped the brush on the floor. Okay. And clean up the brush and come and smudge this out a little bit, okay? So let the magenta mix with the let the quinacridone violet mix the magenta, okay? Yeah, and so and now I'm dipping in dioxazine purple, and so on top of that, okay, and let that just kind of merge in with the color. And I put a little bit here. On the practice one, on the practice on Instagram, I do show this part over here. So I need to be consistent, right? And so I am, if you say that I'm not nervous or anxious, then I'm lying. I am, but I also have faith, and I also know that things are a lot better nowadays, so I should be well. And okay, so that's styles. I think that's good for that area, okay, don't you think? And then so let's work on the middle area. And then I have to tell you, on top of that, at the same time, when I go get my mammogram, I also do this thing called the Dexter scan and find out I have really bad osteoporosis. As you guys know, I'm Chinese. I told you a lot and talk about my culture, custom, wars, and so you guys all know I'm Chinese. Quinacridone violet, okay, over here. Okay, and then smudge. Now, when I say smudge, I am applying very, very light pressure because that will do it. Because the brush is, the painting watercolor is a kind of gentle sports. Okay, this is dioxazine purple. You don't need to be very forceful with it. The more gentle, the funner I think it is, and the more the color will comply with you. Now, since this area, you can see that this sticks out, right? And that's the nature of the, if you a flower, the nature of the flower is it just kind of bend up. But if this go in, then you have to put color in here, and that will do the effect, okay? And so I find out that I also have bad osteoporosis, and that was like very annoying. Yeah, annoying in the way quinacridone violet, okay? Annoying in a way that I'm dealing with two things at the same time and seeing the doctors. So I had so many doctor's appointments, and I was sad, I was busy. I went through all the emotion, and finally, I think today, not just today, but I mean as of today, my emotions are better, and I'm not, as I'm more calm and more faith, and know that things will be well, okay? And so, and I kind of the reason why I wanted to do this so badly today, because I wanted to say hi before I go into surgery with all of you. One is I told you I miss you. I really miss, because of all of my appointment, and with the, okay, let's do some vein, put some vein in here, okay, before I talk too much and forget about the veins. Okay, a little bit of a vein here. This is still quinacridone violet, okay? Okay, just a little bit of vein going up. And, I know that I'm not going to be like, every other week I will post one and that kind of thing anymore. I need to see how my, it's kind of major surgery and how I recover, how much pain I have. But I was just like, before the surgery, I need to say hi to my friends on YouTube. And so I told myself I'm going to do it. And so find a very, very simple one to do it so I can say hi, get it quickly out, and edit it and all those fun things, right? Okay, now this is dioxazine purple, okay? Just follow through with those area. And put some over here and a little bit of the vein and let, slightly. Oh, that's pretty. and just kind of scrub it gently. And that's done for that petal. And then we'll finish this one, okay? And then we'll work on, there's a little one over here too. Okay, and so let's work on this petal, and then we get going with the middle and the other one, okay? And so I, you know, so the notch, I think we will just say that is here, okay? Quinacridone violet, okay? And so let's go with the vein that is coming out of the middle and connect with this, okay? And so I am, yeah, you know, and so I'm going to be brave and, you know, do what I needed to do to get myself well. And for the, they gave me this Fosamax, and that really knocked me out. And then, but I am taking just a little bit of calcium, because the, you know, the doctor said, you know, if you take too much calcium, you will actually get, what is that? Some kind of kidney stone. And so I don't want to do that, and so I do it all by eating. But you know, as I'm like, that is dioxazine purple right there, okay, to darken that area, so you know that the notch is there. And then a little bit more of that dioxazine purple right there, just to push that area back a little bit. And so I have been doing, wow, but the Fosamax just knocked me out. But I really like it. I can feel my body is using the calcium a lot better, you know, probably because I'm older and menopausing, and being Asian, right? Asian, we have a hard time with, you know, loss of osteoporosis in our Asian group. And oh well, you know, that's the way we are, you know. And okay, and then I told you I'll put a shadow there, so let's put a little bit of indigo, you know, to just break up the purplish pink color right there as the shadow that is casting from this petal to that one, okay? Just a little bit. Okay. Don't make it so sharp. Okay, there you go. That's the shadow. Okay, now so that's enough, and so we're gonna do the middle in a minute. Okay, so let's go to this one. And so I want to do the green part first. Okay, so this is further to the back, so we are not going to be too worried. Okay, so we're gonna use not to worry. What I really mean is this prylene, and not too detailed, because it's, you know, we wanted to give it less detail, so to trick the eye to believe that this petal is actually not on the same level as the front. So we're not gonna put a lot of detail on it. And a little bit more prylene. You guys seeing it? Yeah, you're seeing it. Okay, yeah, come on, pick up the color. You know, even though, you know, this is have more belly, but a small brush is a small brush, right? And so we have to work with it. And then what I'm going to do is just gonna quickly, you know, put faint more, not as detailed as this over there. And then we're almost done. So I just wanted to say hi. I know that this is my channel and I love all of you, okay? So a little bit of magenta first, okay? So don't worry, okay? I'm still around. I have, you know, in the nighttime, there's a lot of nighttime I can't sleep. Hello darkness, my old friend, right? Garfunkel, Simon Garfunkel, you know, my old friend, and I am, you know, talking at night, but actually I don't. I am actually using the time to, you know, make composition. I have a lot of things that I wanted to paint with you, you know, because I really love, you know, feedback, and I love, you know, you guys saying hi to me. Okay, quinacridone violet, okay, over here. And I love my channel. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to try my best. I'm really trying to do my best and try to get better quickly. Sometimes it's just not within my power, but I'm doing my best. And so you guys, thank you for your patience. And some of you had asked me, hey Kathy, what's happening? I haven't seen you. And I actually have put in the comment, I do have cancer, you know, breast cancer, and I'm struggling with it, fighting it. You know, there's not much I can fight. I'm gonna put a little bit yellow here before I forget, okay? And then I'm gonna put a little bit yellow on that big flowers too, because, you know, just to brighten it up and bring some light and, you know, just reflection of the atmosphere and the leaves and such things, okay? So I put a little bit here and a little bit there on each petal, okay? And maybe a little on there too. And then smudge it around, smudge. Okay, and okay, let's finish this. But I just really want to say hi, and I wanted to tell you how much I just really enjoy this channel and being with you guys. And we are fighters, okay? We are going to, you know, do our best to survive, you know, whatever. And with the help of our God and his love for us, you know, there's disease in this world, right? And we get them. And oh yeah, I checked Mayo Clinic, and Mayo Clinic say that if you know, there is more likely of a chance to develop this kind of cancer if you have what you call that, an infection when you were like maybe nursing. And I had a big infection. I still remember telling my friend, one of my neighbor, wow, it really hurts when I was trying to wean my baby. But okay, and it might not be the reason, but I don't know. You know, we'll just believe that, okay, and conclude that must be it. And then don't worry about it too much, you know. My oncologist want to tell me it's a chance. It's just a chance, you know. And okay, and so this petal and that petal, okay. And so we don't worry, okay. I'm going to be here. I love it. I love my art. I love teaching on YouTube and being with you guys. I love all of you. You know, I really consider you my friends, and so I'm not going to leave. And you can count on that, unless there's like something really wrong. I can't get up, you know, whatever. But I'm also, every day now, I go rugging. Do you guys know what rugging is? It's like you take a backpack and you know, okay, so a little bit quinacridone violet. And you go and exercise carrying a backpack, carrying some extra weight, just to hope that my osteoporosis will get better with the drug. You know, my family doctor says, okay, Kathy, don't worry about it. Just, you know, do housework is good enough. And, you know, but then he say with my level, I have a -3. I can tell you guys I'm not, you know, which is quite bad. From what they told me, and I could pick up a load of laundry and and have a compression fracture, and I don't want that. And so I'm being very careful. Now that is enough, okay? So you can see, compare the two flower, this one and that one is facing downward, okay? So you can see the bottom supporting, and so that one, you can, you know, because it's so light, it pushed this back and showcase that one. Okay, let's do the middle. And so I just want you to know I am here. I will be here. Just be patient, but you can say hi to me. I appreciate your prayer for me. Okay, I'm gonna put sap green first, okay? On this whole area. I will do this whole area first. And you know, I'm not likely to cry here, but I have cried. I have been frustrated. I have been, you know, all the emotion that you will get when something serious is happening, and those are normal. And we're gonna dip some, I'm sure you dip some prylene green, okay? And so that the middle part will be like a cup, half of a plate shape, okay? And I'm going to put some, when it's drier, okay, put some more lines in the middle. Isn't that pretty? Do you guys like that? And so let's take a bigger brush. Let's use our good old friend, our happy dot, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a little bit of background, okay, on here and there before we fill in. Okay, hurry up and dry before we fill in, just to, you know. So this is relatively easy, and you can see that the whole thing, I'll show you the whole thing. I mean, you know, I zoom out. And so let's use prylene and maybe a little bit of indigo mix. And I'm going to come over here and just do a little bit of background so it will bring out the flower. In my original painting, there's actually no, it doesn't have this part, but it's my design, so we can do whatever we want, right? Okay, try out the brush. We wash out that color and faintly, okay? Now this is just a suggestion. Of course, like I told you, I was in New Jersey and I've seen this plant is full of packed with leaves. You know, it's so beautiful. But, you know, I'm happy that in Utah, I don't have that kind of allergy, you know, just put a little bit of prylene green. But I do miss the Garden State. I miss the, oh my goodness, the flower. But I seriously, as soon as spring come along, my voice changed, you know, and I have such bad allergy over there. But that's okay. That's okay. It's man versus nature, right? I'm just not able to withstand the... Okay, and just keep bringing this out a little bit of the background. Just a little background. I'm not going to do a lot, okay? A little bit of a pretty kind of greenish, you know, just suggestion of leaves, okay? Just by the color. And, yeah. And, so, you guys, and if there are some video that you haven't like really had time to paint, then maybe you can catch up, I don't know, and you know, to paint those, and so that, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm going to be, you know, thinking about painting a lot, and whenever I have a chance, I'll get up, I can practice. If I'm not in a lot of pain, you know, I can't take some painkiller, and I can only take Motrin and Tylenol, and anything more serious I'll just throw up. And so I'll just have to let myself heal, you know, in my own way. But, you know, okay, now I also can drop a little bit of magenta here, right? Here and there, to suggest that there, you know, there are more flowers in the area, okay? And so I want a little bit color here, a little, and a little over there. And then we will call it done and say goodbye. But so now you know, okay, what's going on with me, and it's okay. We're all strong women. You know, whatever the reason is that we have to endure this kind of thing, we will endure it well, and just do all that we can to get strong, get better, and you know, like I told you, you know, now I have to go down and I bring my backpack and put 12 pounds. So 12 pounds is all I should do, you know, carrying and walking around, you know, walk uphill, downhill, and at BYU, because all the students there are carrying backpacks. So if I carry a backpack, I'll just blend right in, right? So that was my plan. That's why I went down to the BYU University and do it over there. And so it's kind of nice, you know. The temperature is still kind of fine out there, so I can actually a little bit of indigo and drop it in here. Okay, there you go. Okay, and bring a little bit of color so that it's all consistent, okay? Okay, and then we can even bring a little bit of the green down here. That will further push that flower back, so it's not, you know, so white. Okay, let's do that. Bring a little bit of green over here and help us push the flower back, okay? Okay, and this has been really fun. Oh, no, finish that part first, okay? So I'm going to go in with a little bit of indigo, okay? Let's use a little bit of indigo, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, you know, pretend drawing the middle of the flower, okay? You know, just here and there a little bit, okay? And darken this area a little bit, the middle of the flower, okay? And so there's some texture to it. Some texture, you see that? Okay. All right, and then the lighter part, I'm going to put some light yellow over here so it will look lighter and darker down here. And that is it. I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'll see you in the next painting, okay? Hopefully, it won't be too long, maybe 2 weeks, or it just all depends on me. So I will have my surgery when the next time I see you, and then I will be happy. Or, you know, there's no more cancer inside my body. Get it out! Anyway, thank you for watching.